Salford Sport TV.
It's Salford Sports.
Salford.
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 Hey, from Salford. Sorry to cut myself off there, but
Come on,
number 6
Salford.
lashing it in. It's a great goal.
Yeah! It's a lovely turn by Ryan. Great turn, great finish.
That is great.
That is a beautiful ball.
Good ball.
On the head, Sonny.
Yeah. Each and every single one of you. Start on me. Start on me. 1, 2, 3.
And now here are the teams. Salford Storm versus Bangor. Both teams, captains shaking hands. Now here's the ref showing both sides of the coin, showing heads and tails. It will be Bangor's call, and they call tails, and it's heads. Salford elect to defer, and Bangor choose to receive the ball. They start on offence, and Bangor are going to attack against the wind. I'm assuming they would like to have an advantage for this first half.
I did that for a netball, but it was our friend doing the refereeing, and it didn't end well. Oh yeah, and they go to the crowd now, don't they? In fact, they do that for FIFA. No, but we did netball, and it was the first time refereeing.
Welcome back to Salford Sports TV. You're joined here by Thomas Charnock and Ben Godfrey for commentary.
Hi, how's everyone doing?
We are hoping to see Salford Storm's first ever contact win. Ben, as the captain of Salford Storm, what can you tell us about this game?
I mean, the game means a lot to the team, massively. We've worked very hard to, get here, and training after training after training. Knowing especially this game's coming up a big contest for us, especially in 50-mile-an-hour winds.
60-mile-an-hour gusts as well, apparently.
Exactly, and it feels like -4. So we'll see how it goes. The ball has just been snapped and handed off to the running back. Number 52 stiff on 2 people, taking the tackle and taking a big hit off of number 24 off the Salford Storm.
An incredible tackle there.
I mean, honestly, the defence, it took them a while to get there, to be honest. First few tackles were missed, a few tackles were broken, and it was just lucky that the corner from the other side of the field tracked his way across, made the tackle. Nice play by the Storm, but a great play by the Bangor Mud Dogs.
And I would like to thank them going right down perfectly in front of my camera.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's an awkward situation we've been put in today. The winds have made us have to sit with the stands, not with the players, which means that we don't get that cheer and that atmosphere as we may normally do off the players. Snap is taken, and is that number 69 straight through past the centre and dropped directly on top of the ball. Unlucky Bangor Mud Dogs got it.
Have we ever played the Bangor Mud Dogs before?
Not to my knowledge. I think this is the Salford Storm's 3rd ever official game, but this is I like to call this the new Salford Storm. Salford Storm that's going to be great.
So could you explain to me a bit of the lingo here? I believe you said a snap. Is that what they start every play with?
Yeah, so every play starts with a snap, where the centre, which is the big man in the middle of the field with the ball in his hand, who then basically throws it between his legs like a pass backwards. And yeah, it's other than that, the only play it doesn't happen is on kickoff, which is crazy.
Oh, that's interesting, that.
So, big hit off of the Salford Storm. Made the man drop the ball. It was a way to really end that play. I mean, what was your opinion on that hit?
It was an incredible hit, but I'm actually quite looking at the fact that the linesman seems to have kicked the ball, and the referee did not seem happy.
Yeah,
He kicked it so far.
So for the information for the viewers, that is one of our own coaches, Coach Andy. Yeah, and the person refereeing the game is also one of our defense coordinators, Coach Danny, who actually, and that is a pick off the Salford Storm by number 10, Alex. Oh, and he seems to be hit quite hard there and taken out. He's down. I think they're calling over the medic.
I see the medic to my right is just jumping up. I think she's going to have to jump over the barrier. There she goes. She was sat with us in the crowd.
Yeah, that to be honest, it's quite unusual that the medic was sat with the crowd. But I mean, to be honest, with the weather like it is today, I'm not surprised. It's quite cold out there. She's
also dropped a whole bag of bandages, and the crew to my right are actually just helping clean that up. It's a bit unlucky, but in fairness to her, I wouldn't want to be sat on the sidelines in this weather either.
Well, he seems to be getting up all right. I must have been the wind just got knocked out of him, to be honest. Oh, and he gives his head coach a good hug, gives another coach a great hug. And the whole sideline is absolutely hyped to see him come back on the field. And now, come on, the Salford Storm offence.
So remind me, we've got an offence and defence crew, or what are they called?
So they're just called your offense and defensive, like maybe squads. I don't like. There's loads of different names for them. I personally like to say this is just your offense and your defense. Your defense, the people trying to stop the other team's offense scoring, and then the offense is just us trying to score on their defense. It's just a good way. It gives a lot of time for everyone to have time to play, and we get to make rotating subs all the time. It's good. It's always fun.
So how many players are in each?
So there's 11 on each. It depends. So defenses I find a lot more confusing than offense and their layouts, because you can have like 3 D linemen, so people going against the person snapping the ball. Or you can have 4 of them. You can have like 2 linebackers, 3 linebackers, with the people just behind, like covering to see if there's going to be a pass, or reading if there's going to be a run. And then you've also got your cornerbacks, which are like basically on your receivers, which is like number 15 right there, Kelly, who's just running out. Yeah, he's a receiver. They either block or catch, and the corners are basically there to stop them. The offenses are a bit more simple. It's always 5 offensive linemen that are always there to protect the QB, and also where the running back is. And then you've obviously got your 3-4 receivers, which is what we run as the Salford Storm. So yeah, that's like the simplicity of the differences between the offense and the defense.
Oh,
and the play just there it should have got called for a false start on number 27, Ben Godfrey. Yeah. He jumped the gun very, very early there, but very lucky for that not to be called, as the ball, I think, just slightly moved. Unlucky play, loss of yards for the Storm there, especially with how the ball snapped, came across the floor to the quarterback, Carter, and then he just had to get rid of it and luckily give it to his safest man, Kelly. And the ball now handed to the running back. He makes 1 step, he makes 2, they're still driving, and the whole offensive line are getting behind him and driving him. It's an extra 10 yards on that, even 15 yards, and the whistle's now being blown dead after the tackle. That is a great play by the Salford Storm, and the offensive line rallying behind Ben Godfrey there, running back. And he is a little celebration there for the first down.
Ben Godfrey, is that the number 27?
That is number 27.
Aren't you Ben Godfrey?
So I am.
That's interesting that you can do both things at once.
Yeah, it's a lovely little trick I've got in the book. But we'll just see how the rest of the game goes with this.
How did you feel after that incredible manoeuvre there?
I felt amazing, honestly. It was a whirlwind, feeling my offensive line rally behind me, push me all the way through, and just get that first down. Especially we were stuck on 4th down there, which really makes it difficult for the offense at that point.
So what's happened now on the pitch? They've moved a lot further forward, and I believe they've reset the linesman.
Yeah, so it's now a first down, so you get 4 attempts at scoring. but you have to get 4 attempts to make 10 yards as well. So every 10 yards, you get a reset of downs if you make those 10 yards. If not... Oh, and that is a touchdown off the Salford Storm. The first touchdown ever in Salford Storm's history, which is amazing to see. A big celebrations off of the team.
Truly incredible. This is the footwork that you need to place to potentially win this game.
This is the first part that you take, and that is the running back giving a lovely little celebration, showing that it's a touchdown to the crowd, showing off to the crowd. Just love to see it off Salford Storm. It's amazing to see them come from how they played last game, where it was a bit lackluster on the offense, and now they've really came together and they've really shown their passion, the drive, and now they've scored.
We do actually have quite a big crowd, considering the terrible weather today.
Yeah. The ball is hand off to the running back, and he goes out wide, and he scores the 2 points extra. That is 8 points now on the board for Salford Storm.
Incredible. So for people like me who do not know in hell how the point system works, what happens?
So when you score when you score the touchdown, which is what number 15 Kelly did earlier, you get 6 points out the gate, and then you get a choice either to go for 2 points or 1 point. You get 1 point, you kick it through the posts. Simple stuff. Like everyone blocks for you, ball gets snapped to you, you kick it through the posts. Gives you a point. If you go for 2 points, you start on the 5-yard line, and you've got 5 yards to the end zone, and you can either decide to pass or run to then score basically an extra touchdown to give you an extra point.
So is that why we have the rugby posts set up for this game?
That's why the rugby posts are set up. However, before the game, it was said that we weren't going to do anything that we call special teams, which is where you do your punts, which is when you're on like 4th down, you kick it away as far down the field to give your defense more field to work with, and you've also got your kickoffs and your field goals, and that was special teams, is what field goal would have been. But we, due to the weather, just really couldn't do that today, which obviously it caused a big issue for Bangor. You can definitely tell.
How was the morale with your team with the weather? I mean, obviously it's your second game of the academic year. You wanted to drive no matter what, but how did the weather affect you guys?
The weather didn't. I feel like it affected us at points. A lot of players were cold on the sideline. I mean, Bangor were probably feeling the same. Like, my boots were absolutely filled with water. Like, when I got into the locker rooms at halftime, I was pouring water out of them. It was that bad. But I mean, as you can see here, like the Salford Storm just are not stopping, no matter what. They don't stop. They keep fighting, and I feel like we will see this through the whole game. But, I mean, other than everyone being a bit cold and a bit wet, the morale wasn't really low. We came in this game to win. And I feel like that's what Salford Storm are here to do.
You do seem like the stronger side at the moment. You have the drive, you have the passion. I was on the coach with you guys on the way up here, and the mentality was good. You want to win, no matter what, don't you?
Yeah, the mentality was just win, win, win. I feel like if we didn't go into it like this, Bangor would have just went stood all over us. Especially that they train in this weather week in and week out. We don't train in this weather. We get a... Wait, hold up a second. I'm pretty sure that is a fumble recovery of Alex. He's having an absolutely amazing first half. A pick and then a fumble recovery. That is amazing. And now the offense will be coming back on the field for the Salford Storm.
So... every time the offense and defense changes for the same teams, they both have to change to meet the defense offense.
Keep it that way.
Yeah, so if the Bangor Mud Dogs offense come off and onto the sideline, their defense will then come on, and then obviously then our offense will come on when their defense come on. So you always face the same or like similar people. So it is quite a big ask, because you got to remember, you got to know when you're meant to be on. Oh, and that is a bad pass for the Salford offense backwards to another Ben Evans, and and luckily the quarterback got on top of it. But going back to what I was saying, anyways, you got your defense matches their offense, your offense matches their defense, and it just makes the game a bit more competitive. As I said earlier, it gives everyone a bit more opportunity to play, get more substitutions going. So yeah, it works out. I think it works out for the best.
How many subs do you guys have?
An unlimited amount of subs. So, for instance, if we look at number 80 there, right? That's Jason. If we can just take him off, let's say after this play, we can then just take him straight off the field, and then he can come back on the next play, and we can do that 150 times during the day, if we wanted to.
So as long as it's in a break-in play?
Yeah, we could not sub him off mid-play.
Okay.
It has to be, I think it looked like there was a fumble there. And it was a fumble recovered by Bangor Mud Dogs. That's really unlucky for the Salford Storm, but a great move.
You can see the mentality of the Bangor team is been risen a bit after that.
I mean, anytime anyone grabs a fumble, it's great because your offense comes straight back on the field. The ball's now turned over, and it just shows like how if everyone can work in unison in this game, it just works out for the best, and it's just a lot nicer. See, Coach Andy standing in the way there. Oh, and there's a lovely, beautiful view of his booty.
I've tripped you over the camera, unfortunately. I apologise for that camera angle.
Well, us as Salford Storm players do not mind, but it is fine. And here we go. Bangor Mud Dogs back on offense, taking the snap, hand it off to the running back. Running back hits the gap. And it missed the first tackle, trying to get tackled by Hutchie, but gets taken down by 3 other Salford Storm players. I don't even know how many yards he made there, maybe 3 or 4 yards. But he's only got 6 more yards to go to the first down. Yeah, about 3 yards, second down, as you can see in the background there, Tom. Number 2, that shows you what down it is.
So what's a down?
So a down is basically, as I said, you get 4 attempts to get 10 yards. And as long as you make those 10 yards within those 4 attempts, you then get another 4 attempts to make 10 yards. But the down is basically your first attempt, your second attempt, your third attempt. And that is a great tackle for loss by Barney, number 66. Absolutely planting the Bangor Mud Dogs running back to the ground.
Look at him. He's a mountain that you cannot move.
You cannot move him. He unluckily missed the last game against Nottingham due to food poisoning. And you know what? Funny little story that I've got is that he actually texted the Salford Storm players chat saying that he's got food poisoning again before the game, just to mess with all of us. And everyone absolutely bricked it. But it was lovely to see that he was only joking and he's actually turned up to the game and is clearly starting off well.
That is hilarious, that. You can hear a bit of booing from the crowd.
You can hear booing from the crowd. I mean, there was only about 3... there was only about, 3 Salford Storm fans. A big hit by Alex again, and the ball pops out for a fumble. The ball is recovered by Bangor Mud Dogs. So, another great hit by Alex there, Tom. What do you think of his performance so far in this first quarter?
He's obviously a very dominant player. Definitely one who I'd want playing on my team. And he's faced every single challenge that Bangor have given.
He really has, especially after getting the wind knocked out of him. I think he's really coming back and he's showing, I'm not going to take a hit like that again. Really, it's showing that he has the, as I always say whenever I commentate, grit in him.
He does have the grit in him, and no matter what, no matter who Bangor hits down, they will get back up and they will drive for the Storm.
The ball is pitched off to the running back, but he misses the pitch, and the ball is slipped out of his hands as he went to recover it, and is recovered by number 30, Oliver Wildman. That's an amazing play by the Salford Storm. Getting on the ball quick reactions by Ollie there. It's just an absolute amazing show, again by the Salford Storm defence, and now the Salford Storm offence is back on the field to show what they can do.
Would that be called a fumble from the Bangor Mud Dogs?
That would be called a fumble. A fumble is basically where at the start when there's a snap, if the ball doesn't get thrown forwards and it goes backwards and the ball isn't caught or isn't taken well, it's a fumble. But if you're out like in the open field and the ball then gets hit out of your hands, as long as you've caught it and taken more than 3 steps. Wait, Ben Godfrey. Making yards on a stiff arm and takes a big hit there. But he's made about good 9 yards there, I'd say. And the wind is just absolutely belting it down here.
We apologise. We apologise for any headphone users. It is really chucking it down here.
The rain just seems to be getting heavier throughout the game.
Do you want to know how fast the wind's going?
How fast is the wind?
60 mile per hour gusts.
60 mile an hour gusts is absolutely ridiculous out here in Bangor. But Salford Storm seem to not be fazed by it.
You can see the Bangor Mud Dogs seem to be, though. Yeah, I think they've lost their heads a little bit. They're worried that they're going to give one away here.
They could very easily give one away here, a few yards out from their own end zone. Salford Storm could put some more points on the board here, and it'll be great to see as Salford Sports TV. But I mean, Ben Godfrey just gets tripped up there, tackled behind the line, losing a yard. Unlucky for Salford Storm. Hopefully on the next play they can come back and try again and see if they can get that touchdown.
The thing is with American football, you can afford to lose a yard or two as long as you push through those 4.
Exactly. So, especially when you run the ball, it's all about like 3 yards to go, 4 yards to go. And it's mainly 4 yards because you've got 10 yards to go. So by the time you've done your third run, you've got a first down. You see, and the ball is snapped weirdly, and Carter has to drop on top of it. It's not lucky. It's another loss of yards for the Storm. It is, it's a bad snap there, bad take as well. But I mean, hopefully the Salford Storm can recover here. It shows that maybe the Salford Storm centre is getting maybe a little bit phased, or maybe his hands are a little wet by the water. But Salford Storm shouldn't be wasting time here. The defence isn't even set, and they're still not being set. Hand it off to Ben Godfrey, running up the gap, being shoved forward by his line again, and just doesn't make the end zone line. Very, very, very close to making the line. And Salford Storm looking absolutely dominant.
Absolutely. This is the work they need to play to win their first ever game in Storm history.
Exactly. And honestly, it just seems that they're putting the running back to work, running every single play. And there's another fumble. Misgrabbed, I would say, by the quarterback. Ball's wet. It's going to be hard to grab. It's a hard day to play the ball. I think that is a turnover on downs, which means our defense should be coming back on the field now, and yes, they are.
So, of course, if we're going back to our defence, that's us on the back foot. We need to get our defence back, pushing up to hand over again to the offence.
Exactly, and it's just it. I mean, they're pushing the Bangor Mud Dogs up the field now, and this is an opportunity for the Bangor Mud Dogs to really show what they can do. They've just stopped the Storm offense on 4th down. Now it's time for them to answer back, and prove that they can actually keep themselves within reach of this game.
Of course, and they are at home. They do have the support here, even in this absolutely terrible weather.
And even behind us, we have a massive amount of support for the Bangor Mud Dogs. A load of fans here. I think we've only got a few Salford fans that have travelled all the way from sunny old Salford to this
with
horrific
us actually
weather
as well,
yeah.
Which is quite nice to see us all travelling together as a team.
Yeah, it's great. It's great to see. It's great to see. And honestly, the wind, the rain. I mean, Bangor must be used to this sort of weather. They must be able to somehow, take hold of this game now. Especially they train in this quite often, I've heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, so do we up in Salford. They call it Sunny Salford as a joke.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, the running back breaks 3-1. There's 2 tackles, and he's gone. He's
Can he
running.
be stopped?
That's the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20. And it's a block in the back. Is there no flag by the ref? There is no flag by the ref. There's a clear block in the back there. That's definitely a penalty, but the ref seems to have given the touchdown. Maybe he's just trying to let Bangor feel a little good about themselves.
Well, absolutely. Bangor, incredible moves there. You can hear from the sideline beside us that they are loving it, seeing their first big push of the game.
Exactly, and as I was just saying, they needed to get back in the game, and this could be the right thing that could bring them back. However, I mean, the missed tackles by the Salford Storm there was about 5 missed tackles there. It's just the Storm cannot perform like that, and if they keep performing like that, the game could be a long day for their defence.
Do you think that's exhaustion or losing their heads a little bit?
It could be a bit of both. I think overconfidence comes into it quite a bit. I feel like you've stopped them a lot on defence. You get a bit relaxed. You put yourself on the back foot a bit, thinking, okay, we can take a step back. But realistically, you've got to keep your foot on the gas the whole time. Brick on the pedal and just floor it. But we'll see what Bangor can do here. Can they get the 2-point conversion? As a fumbled snap, and the Salford Storm defence are on it to stop the 2-point conversion. That is a great stop by the Salford Storm there to stop the 2-point conversion, only holding them now to 6 points.
6 points, there's not much in it.
There is not much in it at the moment, but I mean, hopefully the Salford Storm's offense can, just keep pushing forward and keep playing the ball in a certain way and to keep just putting points on the board and absolutely dominating their defence.
Obviously, the weather's really against all of the players on the pitch today. It's going to be hard for them to keep pushing through and keep that drive and passion for the game throughout the entire match.
Exactly. Seems like we've got a new running back on the field. We've got James on the field now, new running back. Takes the hand off, running flat sideways, keeps going, breaks a tackle, gets tripped up, and he takes out to the sideline, doesn't take a tackle, maybe gains a yard or two there.
Definitely showing himself as soon as he stepped on the pitch there.
I'm trying to show that he's a threat out wide. If he gets a lane going straight down that sideline, he's showing that he could be gone, and that could be some more points to the board for the Salford Storm. But again, the Storm up to the line quick. Storm getting in the play quick. The ball snap quick. Ben Evans takes the ball at the B gap. He's going, breaks tackle, keeps going. About 15 yards on that run there. Ben Evans with an absolutely amazing play. Playing at quarterback on that rep as well. What we call wildcat that. It's what they call wildcat, where a different position that isn't the quarterback lines up in the quarterback position.
Oh, so that's any player could line up in the quarterback position?
Any player can line up in the quarterback position except a lineman. And it's that's called wildcat. It's an amazing play. A lot of teams do it, especially in the NFL, especially in college football. So it's a great thing that the Salford Storm have installed.
I mean, we've seen that in some other games that you've played. I mean, I'm sure we might even see it in your game against DMU. It's quite a popular play for you guys, isn't it?
It seems. Sorry to interrupt you, Tom, but the handoff looked to go the wrong way there.
There's just bodies on bodies.
Yeah, Ben Godfrey takes the ball up. It seems like he fumbled it. However, I think the ref is calling his knee down. And 54, very sportsmanlike. Helping up me.
That's very nice of them.
Help me out.
Also, mention about the referee. I believe they're wearing some Storm merch.
The referee is one of our coaches. It's unlucky, for quite a few of our games we've had a struggle to, get refs. It's not that easy when you're not in Bucks. So we've agreed that it'll be one of their refs reffing the sideline, one of our coaches reffing the other sideline, and then our coach reffing the game. It's a handoff again. The quarterback's lead blocking. Oh, and Ben Godfrey's taken down in the backfield. Tackle. The line just seemed to collapse a bit there.
We have lost a few yards, and it's every yard counts, of course, in this. And would you like to remind us how far you need to go within your 4 downs?
You need to go 10 yards in your 4 downs, and obviously we've just lost a few there. But it's the Salford Storm will keep pushing. Seems like we've got Kelly lined up in the backfield now. Snap's taken oddly. It's fine. He's picked up. He's going. He's broken through.
He's got the speed. He's got the pace.
He's got the speed. He's made a juke. And he's been tripped. There's got to be a flag on that play.
But of course, it's got to be the distance. I'm sure we got the distance there.
There's got to be a flag on that play. That is definitely the distance. But it seems that the player tripped up. Our player. It seems like the referee's going to be having a word with him now.
Obviously, tripping is not allowed in this game.
Not at all. Not at all.
And is backwards tackling allowed? I believe it.
Tackling behind the back is allowed to an extent. You cannot grab inside the pads, like near the neck. That's called a horse collar. But if you were to wrap tackle around someone's back, like just jump on their back and tackle them, go for it. Especially for someone the size of me. I mean, it's quite funny to watch when people do that. So
hey, I think we might need to finally do that training session with
100%.
a bit of the Salford Sports.
Salford Sports and Salford Storm.
That would be quite a funny one. I think we have spoken about it in the past, and I believe I gave you permission for, at any point, as long as I'm on camera, you can just tackle me because, quote, it will be funny, and it will.
It will be very funny. It will be very funny. I mean, definitely. I mean, varsity is obviously coming up soon.
Absolutely.
I feel like obviously Salford Sports is a busy place. So I mean, definitely after varsity sounds like a possibility.
Just have a bit of fun.
Ben Evans up the B gap, tackled hard by two Bangor players, but 57 is down at the moment. think 57's just taking a weird knock to the head there. I think a bit helmet to helmet happened. It's unlucky. But yeah, he seems to be down. Hopefully the physio's about to run on soon. The referee's kind enough to look after him at least.
It is nice, and I'm sure a lot of your Storm coaches have at least the very basics of first aid training.
The majority of the Storm coaches do. It's lovely to see. Oh, that's weird. A Bangor player just came on with the first aid kit.
I noticed that. I think he's their physio.
He's their physio?
He's the only physio that Bangor have, I believe, and he's a player.
Must be a physio student. I mean, I'm pretty sure at this moment that there will be more help for this player, but it's respectful of every player. Taking the knee, it's just a common thing you do in most sports. Take a knee, clap them off if they get up.
It's nice to see that both teams respect, even when they're at the peak of the emotions. They may be winning, they may be losing, whatever. They will always still take that knee for the team.
Exactly. No matter how much you can have hatred for the team, what you could just dislike the team, even just a bit of a little rivalry. And he's up, he's walking off the field. He is okay, and that's great to see.
Absolutely, and you just heard actually me behind the camera mentioning what happens if the physio gets injured.
I actually don't know. I'm assuming the Salford Storms physio would go and help, but I mean,
I am sure. I think I spoke to them the other day, and they have a duty of care to all players on the pitch, no matter what team they're from, which is nice to see that. No matter what colour jersey you're wearing, you can always be assured that someone will help.
Yeah, and again, apologies to headphone users. The wind is absolutely storming on us.
It is
the way to say it.
It is a storm. The Salford Storm have brought the storm, and hopefully they'll bring the win as well.
Exactly. Offense lining up again.
I also will mention, I believe I'm the only camera op on the entire game.
Yeah.
As your sideline live stream would have blown over.
Yeah.
And Bangor's team...
That's a great juke inside by Ben Evans, and it's another touchdown for the Salford Storm.
Incredible. Do you know what that brings us to the score of now?
I've lost count.
Don't worry, that's a good reason to lose count because we're getting so many touchdowns.
I'm pretty sure that is the second or third touchdown for the Salford Storm at this point in the game. Hopefully the Storm can score some more touchdowns.
Absolutely. I mean...
When they're going for two, they're lined up quickly.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Literally. Carl Wallace takes snap. Goes to throw the ball in this sort of weather. Oh, it's unlucky. The wind just took it behind slightly. But great eyes open play by Kelly to, dive on the ball. Even though the ball was incomplete, it's still eyes up play, and that's what we love to see. You
want to, of course, maintain possession as much as you can, even if you do lose a few yards.
Exactly. I mean, the wind just doesn't help in the passing game at all. I think the Salford Storm are just going to try something different. See if they can incorporate the passing game, but the wind and the rain is just too strong to get that ball out. You could clearly see the ball, the minute it got thrown, just went slightly backwards, went a bit janky in the air, and it's never down to the quarterback in this sort of weather.
Absolutely. I mean, both teams, it must be so hard to maintain grip on the ball and even grip on the ground.
Exactly. I mean, I'm surprised no one's really slipped over yet, to be honest. I mean, it does help with the playing on AstroTurf. It's quite lucky for a lot of American football teams. Last year, the Bangor Mud Dogs used to train on a dirt field, and that would be a horrific time. There's a toss to the right side. There's a fumble. Who's on that ball? I think that was Derek who landed on it first. And it's Elliot Hutchinson who landed on that ball, recovering the fumble and bringing the Salford Storm offense straight back onto the field. They must be absolutely exhausted, but they're going to keep pushing. They're going to keep pushing. The offense hyping up that defense.
It's nice to see that you guys hype each other up when you're off and on the pitch. When the offense is playing, the defense is shouting for it, giving them as much energy as they can, and it's really nice to see that in a game.
It's lovely to see. I mean, it's nice to support everyone that's on your side, and it just keeps everyone on that level, to make sure they keep fighting. I feel like the Salford Storm, you can clearly see, are definitely hyping each other up enough because they're still fighting for every single yard. Kelly in the backfield. Lead block off Ben Godfrey, takes a block. Kelly on the outside, runs into the end zone and fumbles it in the end zone. It's recovered by Bangor Mud Dogs. It's fumble after fumble. I felt like that ball was over the line there, personally.
So it should have been called out before.
It should have been called a touchdown.
Oh, it should have been called a touchdown.
I feel like it should have been called a touchdown, but the referees called it a fumble, and the Salford Storm defence is back on the field.
It is hard to see the markings on the pitch, especially from so far back, and in this absolutely terrible weather.
No, I don't even know how the referee's just doing it in a t-shirt, to be honest.
I think I would have frozen into an icicle at this point.
Pretty sure he's wearing shorts with skins as well.
No.
Yeah, he's wearing shorts. It's like it's a sunny day out for this man.
And he's wearing short sleeves as well.
Yeah, short sleeves and a set of shorts.
Did he grow up in Norway or something? How's he got this Atlantic frost?
I could not tell you. However, that is now the end of the first quarter of this game. So, end of the quarter, switching sides of the field. You know, what do you think of the first quarter performance of both teams?
Both teams have been incredibly strong. Obviously, we've scored some touchdowns, which is always amazing to see. Sorry, let me just clean the lens. Sorry, it is a bit terrible in the weather, and you can't really see too much. Anyway, sorry. I really enjoyed the first half. Obviously, we saw some touchdowns, which was incredible to see. The first ever touchdowns in Salford Storm history.
Yeah.
And then Bangor Mud Dogs, obviously, they're a strong team. They got some breakthroughs, but come on, the Storm.
So would you like to hear a little story about number 60?
Go on.
We call him Corey Kieran, and he's actually a Coronation Street star.
Oh.
He's on Coronation Street. He got beaten up by Will Mellor in prison.
That's quite nice to hear, I guess.
Yeah. No, I just thought I'd give you a little bit of information while we were waiting on
the start to play.
Waiting on the start of the play, and the snap is taken. It's tossed out to the Bangor side left. 40 breaks tackle, makes 2 miss, and Alex is back on for another tackle. There's a flag on the play. What is the flag for is the question. We'll see. Coach Andy.
Is it always thrown, or is it ever just raised?
The flag is always thrown. Normally they got it's like a sandbag. It's like a bag of sand at the bottom, and it's tied off, and the flag gets thrown. It's just so other referees can see it on the field.
Oh, it's very easy to visually see.
So when you throw it in the air, you can see this big yellow thing flying in the air. As if you just lift it up. If it's someone like my size, and I lift it up, and I'm stood behind, let's say again number 60 on our side, you're not going to see it. He's like 6 foot something, and I'm 5 foot nothing. So it makes sense. But the snap is taken. Run is bounced out to the right. And he stopped in the backfield. I don't know who stopped him there. A lot happened in one go. There's a lot of bodies in that. There's a lot of respect off the Bangor side to the Salford side. A lot of it.
I think it's also cool to mention that in NFL the referees do wear padding because I think they can be tackled if they're in the way.
I think they wear like a minute amount of padding compared to us. I mean, in the NFL, we've seen players go onto the sideline just like camera crew. Legs get broken.
Yep, I was warned in Nottingham, my first ever American football game that I was to film, and first one that I've actually probably watched. I was told, you are fair game to be absolutely smashed.
Yeah, always hands on the camera. Ball is handed off. Running took it with a quite bad technique. There's a stiff arm, there's 2 stiff arms, and he's absolutely walloped by Derek.
Incredible from Derek there. It couldn't have been more of an absolutely not.
Exactly. Going nowhere. Hit him that hard. His boot flew off.
That is incredible. If I was Derek, I'd be clipping that, make it into a little meme or a montage.
Exactly. I mean, after this game, if the Salford Storm keep playing the way they are, they can go home with a smile on their face. But it's only the second quarter. We still have this quarter and 2 more quarters to play after that, so we can see.
Absolutely. It's still all to play for. Obviously, we want the Storm to win, but we'll see if they can break through. Obviously, it'd be a monumental occasion if they did win. What would it mean to you, Ben, if you won today?
I don't actually think I'd have many words, to be honest. First of all, I'd say the Charnock aura.
Oh,
really,
absolutely. Thank you.
Really would have helped the situation. But I mean, just I think it is just down to all the coaching staff, all the players. You know, everyone's worked hard, and if we do come out with a win today, that is what we can. You know, that's what we just hope for. Really, I mean, I think there'll be tears from a lot of the players. A lot of people have been through some hardships with this team, seen the team grow. A lot of people who are here for their first year wouldn't have experienced the losses and the no contact games and no games at all even. To then now we're playing contact games and we're now up. We're now up. So we'll see. But it seems to be a timeout call there. So yeah,
we'll take a little sip of our drinks and we'll be back to you when the play resumes.
I will mute the mic. We can commentate. I'll get another mic out. KR photography and commentation.
And now we are back. The Salford Storm defence and the Bangor Mud Dogs offence lined up again. Let's see what happens.
I apologise for some of the speaking you can hear to our left. Thomas Charnock is talking to KR Photography.
Yeah, he is. Oh, and that was nearly a pick by Derek. Nearly one of the second pick of the game. First one made by Alex Staples, number 10. Right at the start of the game. But yeah, it's really good work by the Salford Storm defensive line there. Pressing through their offensive line. Getting to where I'm pretty sure that was actually meant to be a run, and the quarterback just couldn't hand it off because it was so congested. Quarterback took the ball, tried to run or tried to pass it, couldn't even really tell, to be honest. And
we've seen a real transformation of your team since the Nottingham game. It is clear you guys have absolutely put your hours in and really trained and analysed to try and bring the Storm to as much glory as possible.
Oh, it seems that was the last play for the Bangor Mud Dogs offense. It seems to now that the Bangor Mud Dogs defense is coming on the field.
Come on, you can win, and then you're like, no.
You can hear the camera crew in the background.
Apologise.
In the background. But yeah, so Storm offense back on the field. Obviously, seen a great performance from them so far. So hopefully they can keep the consistency up. Salford Storm lined up. The ball is snapped. Ben Evans takes it wide. And, he gets tackled right at the knees. Tackled early, but fell forward for an extra few yards there. Got an extra maybe 3 yards on that. I'll call that a 4-yard play total.
So we know that you can't be grabbed in the inside of the padding. We know that you can't grab by the front of the helmet as well.
Yeah, you can't get.
Is there any other technicalities on how you're allowed to tackle?
So you can't get obviously the upper inside of the back of the padding. Oh, yeah. The whistle's blown. Seems that there's
Was it a false start?
A false start. Thomas Charnock's getting with the lingo.
Yeah, and you can hear past Thomas Charnock also going, they threw something on the floor.
I don't know.
I think it was offside on the defense actually,
because
the Salford Storm offense seemed to be moving up 5 yards. But yeah, so you can't you can pretty much get grabbed anywhere, tackled anywhere. It's mainly just you can't trip people up. You can't tackle people by the face cage.
Yeah,
you can't grab someone's padding and rip them down. You have to actually try and make a tackle.
And I'm presuming, as well as the face cage, no intentional contact with the helmet, I'd presume.
No intentional, no helmet to helmet, no shoulder to helmet. It's just that's mainly to avoid concussions. Call it maybe 10 years ago, 15 years ago. That was completely legal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really get, as long as there's no major injuries, a bit of helmet to helmet, a bit of shoulder to helmet is never bad. But obviously, if you've done it and then someone comes out with an injury like a concussion or, a whiplash or whatever, then you tend to get flagged for it. You can get kicked out of the game for stuff like that.
Wow. I mean, it's quite interesting.
Flag is thrown.
So do I, to be honest, there.
Sorry to interrupt you, carry on.
Sorry, I'll get back to my point. I was speaking to some players of uni sport, and it turns out, as long as you play the game clean, and you don't intentionally try and injure or tackle badly, if someone does get incredibly injured or even dies, you are not liable at all, which is
You're
interesting.
not liable at all. No, that's the insurance policy that comes with the university, especially within contact sports.
Incredibly expensive insurance, I might add.
I mean, a lot of other sports, we're probably one of the most expensive sports in the uni. Oh, there's a toss out the back. There's a toss to a wide receiver. He's got Ben Murphy going outside.
He's got the speed.
Miss.
Not quite enough to push through.
The cutback lane was there, but it just, there was too many Bangor Mud Dogs defenders there. We need to. I feel like the Salford Storm now need to just, have a few more lead blockers there, a few more people, connecting with the blocks. But at half time that can maybe be assessed and we can see what happens.
Absolutely, that's all that matters when you go back at half time and you analyse what you need to do and you give the great words from the coaches.
High snap to Ben Evans, stumbles and falls, and a lot of respect of the Bangor Mud Dogs player there for diving over him to make sure he didn't land on him and hurt him.
It's nice to see that they do have a great level of sportsmanship,
100%.
and they don't want to injure where they don't need to.
Exactly, and that is a turnover on downs. The Salford Storm offense now off the field. Salford Storm defense coming back on the field now. It's a good game. Still wet, still cold, obviously, but the Salford Storm offense pumping the iron. Salford Storm defense also pumping the iron.
Absolutely.
Flexing the muscles.
Of course, you're being filmed. You wanna you wanna show your best.
Exactly. It just it's a bit weird. The Salford Storm is the Salford Storm defense on the field? I can't actually
see
tell
them. If Thomas Charnock, the camera goes to a wider shot, we might be able to see. They are. They're on the right side of the camera.
The Bangor Mud Dogs players have lined up on the incorrect side of the ball. Maybe it's just showing the fatigue. Maybe
absolutely the fatigue of this game. We've mentioned the weather. It is horrible. I am shaking with how cold it is.
I mean, being on that sideline is absolutely horrific.
Exactly. Well. I prefer to be running laps on the side to at least keep myself warm. The ball's down.
Salford Storm recover the fumble.
So we've maintained possession. I can't quite see.
I'm just waiting for a few players to move. Waiting for the referee to call it.
So we've mentioned about the insurance is quite expensive, especially for you guys. And
it was recovered by the Bangor Mud Dogs.
Oh, they've got possession. That's dangerous there.
Yeah, they've kept the Bangor Mud Dogs have maintained possession. Let's hope that the Salford Storm defense can maybe get another opportunity like that again.
So back to the insurance, I wanted to make a bit of a point of it. So that's what quite a lot of your money goes for your membership. Yeah. What is your membership?
So our membership's £110 if you want kit supplied. So that supplies helmets and pads.
Yeah.
And that obviously covers your insurance, your game travel, pretty much everything that you need. If you £45 if you just want your insurance covered and your game travel covered.
Yeah.
So it's quite a reasonable price if you already own your own kit.
Of course.
Obviously, we do ask for you. Is that another fumble that I just saw, or is it just a tackle? Sorry, I was looking away talking to you.
I apologise. We'll keep our eyes on the game when we can.
We'll keep our eyes on the game when we can.
Obviously, Bangor kept possession there.
They did keep possession there.
And it's dangerous if they lose it. We are very much into their half.
We are very deep into their half now, and it's for Bangor here, they really need to start getting the first downs. If they convert some first downs, they can start scoring some touchdowns. It'll be nice to see. They are working their hardest, but it seems that the Salford Storm defense is overpowering them.
They definitely need to get some touchdowns, or for the Bangor Mud Dogs, it's going to be an incredibly cold day with no reward to show for it.
There's a handoff, and Elliot Hutchinson is on the tackle with Alex Staples backing him up.
But pats on the back from the Salford team.
Massive pats on the back.
You can see they know what they're doing. They're so skilled, and they celebrate every little victory.
It's a turnover on downs. The Salford Storm offense is back on.
Oh, brilliant. Let's see when the Storm get back.
Yeah.
And bring the Storm.
Exactly.
I love it.
absolutely amazing to see what they're doing right now. But back to the point that we were saying about insurance while the offense and defense for both sides are setting up. Yes, so it's £45 without, if you don't want kit supplied, that just covers your insurance, your bus fees. The only thing we ask of you is to buy, like, you know, the pads for your lower half, your game pants, like your trousers to go over. If you want gloves, some gloves, and then mouth guard. The key parts are the leg pads, the leg trousers.
So if you've got the full 100,
you don't get that supplied still.
Don't get that supplied, so you need
only pads and helmet, because pads and helmet cost £100 on their own.
Wow.
Oi, that's a breakthrough by Kelly again, running down the sideline.
Incredible there, can he be stopped?
And he scored a touchdown!
Incredible,
Absolutely amazing run. One play touchdown off the Salford Storm, come on the field and score. What an amazing day for them.
Absolutely,
you know, everyone,
brilliant.
even the defense is over there hyping them up. Saw that amazing run.
I mean,
Salford Storm going for 2 now.
That's just an incredible, another touchdown from the Storm. We are writing the history books as we play these games. It's incredible.
We absolutely are. And you know what? Kelly deserves an MVP for this. The performance that he's putting out here, it's MVP worthy. Realistically, you can't ask for much more. He's running the ball well. You know, he's taking lumps, he's taking hits, and that's handed off to Ben Murphy again. Great blocks by. Did Ben Godfrey just pancake someone?
I think he did.
I'm pretty sure he just pancaked someone.
Incredible there from Ben Godfrey.
Not to toot my own horn, but I thought that was quite a beautiful play, to be honest.
I think that was very cool.
Even though we didn't score, he was inches off of it. But you know, it's lovely to see the Salford Storm getting behind each other, you know, helping each other. And now the Bangor Mud Dogs offense is on the field.
I reckon when Salford were like the heavy.
I mean, we also saw earlier in the game when your whole team moved as a unit pushing against the Mud Dogs. I believe that was commented by your coach as the moment he knew that you'd really transformed and became a proper team.
Well, especially on the offensive side, I think, like, finally showing that sort of team spirit. It basically just shows that everyone can rally behind one person when they are struggling. Clearly, when I had that ball, I was struggling, and then obviously the whole offense has got behind. Even the quarterback got involved. And quarterbacks don't normally get involved in things like that. I mean, funniest part of that is all I could hear from inside the pack was the quarterback scream, "Maul!" like a rugby game, and everyone just keep going and going. Great technique tackle made by who is that? The player who made the tackle. I'm pretty sure that's Will. Is down.
That's
at the moment
to see. I believe the physio has now joined you guys on the sideline.
The physio has joined us
instead
on our
of
sideline.
trying to hide with me here in the slightly sheltered part. We do have a little bit of an alcove here to sit in. There is some cover, but as you saw before, I still have to wipe down the camera, and it is freezing. These winds, this weather is absolutely horrible.
I mean, if you get injured as well, it must hurt a lot more. I mean, everyone's taking knocks and bumps. Like, people's hands are bruised, people's knees and hips and all their bodies bruised. And it just feels way worse in the cold. It's absolutely horrible. I mean, most other sports play in this sort of weather. That's, you know, Bucks weather. That's just sporting weather. But this is absolutely horrible. 60-mile-an-hour winds here.
I am hoping some good weather for Varsity. Of course, Varsity, you'll be playing at home.
We are playing at home.
You do have a DMU game before then, but we'll talk about Varsity for now.
Yeah.
It's at home at the end of March. It should be nice and warm.
It should be nice and warm. It's nice to see that Will has stood up. He is perfect. He is okay. Hopefully, we'll find out more information at the half about his injury, and we'll get back to you about that.
Hopefully, like the rest of the team, if they do get knocked down, they can always still keep playing, maybe play a bit more. But it is unfortunate to see when some players have to take a break.
Straight through. Oh, the line. Barney putting a lot of pressure on there. But yeah, Varsity. Mate, it's going to be good. It is going to be amazing. That's the only words we really need to say. Is hit hard, play hard, storm ball.
And of course, celebrate hard.
And celebrate hard.
It's going to be a great day for the whole uni, not just the Storm.
Yeah. I mean, Salford as a whole won it last year, and hopefully Salford can not even bring the trophy home, keep the trophy at home.
Oh, absolutely. That trophy is not stepping foot off Salford ground.
Not at all. I mean,
That's what I think.
we none of us really like Chester who are watching this, and I feel like if you are from Chester, you know,
I reckon that's how they should do it. And then you
Screw you.
Words have been said. Shots have been fired.
Shots have been
I mean,
fired.
you have to be careful. I called out the rugby league Chester, and they then withdrew from varsity.
Did they? It's the Charnock aura. They're scared of it, is what I'm hearing. I mean, no, they can't. I'm pretty sure at this moment in time, I don't think Chester will be putting out. You know, we had a good game against them last year, but I feel like it'd be nice for once to have a full contact game against them.
And of course, we have to mention last year, we didn't take it home for Storm.
We didn't take it home, no.
There was a lot of controversy.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
You've got to remember, I was there, Ben.
Yeah,
of course.
I know. A lot of controversy. Yeah.
Especially in
the reffing.
The reffing.
I'm pretty sure the referee wasn't all with it. Is the best way to put it. I would say.
I'd also mention that I believe the ref was from Chester.
The ref was from Salford.
Oh, really?
He was a Salford Storm player, but I don't think the ref was very. I think he was trying to be non-biased, but was way too on the other side. If you get what I mean.
Oh, so he overcorrected.
Clearly, either didn't understand the rules of flag or whatnot. But that's a sack in the back. Oh, no, sorry, a tackle for loss or a sack? It was a sack. It was a sack for Alex Staples right there.
I'm searching the old noggin for things that were mentioned about the last varsity game. I believe there was a lot of confusion on what rules you were playing by because you were having to do tag.
Yeah, obviously it was Chester's home, so they got to call what the rules were, and they didn't even know the rules themselves. Things changed mid-game. I mean, it happens. You know, we can't blame everything on the ref. You know, a lot of it could have been better on us. I mean, last year it was pretty much just hand the ball to the running back or throw it deep. That was the plan last year. Game plan's different this year. I'm not letting anything slip. You'll see it at varsity.
Please don't give us any more insight.
Great break-up tackle by Haroon there.
We will be posting this game before varsity. And so if Chester, you're watching, all I can tell you is good luck because you're going to be absolutely thrashed by the Storm. Put a coat on because it's the Storm's being brought.
Exactly that. I mean, yeah, a lot of controversy, but this year hopefully should have some good refs, you know, and if not, it'll be a fair ref game. You know, we'll have some of their coaches reffing, some of our coaches reffing, so it'll be a 50-50 split. You know, we're not gonna have a biased game.
And of course, Bucks next year. When you're in Bucks, you'll have completely unbiased referees, I believe.
Exactly, we will. I mean, hopefully, if we make it into Bucks, not confirmed yet.
Not confirmed, okay.
Hopefully confirmed soon.
Do we know a date that we might be hearing that by? Will that be after Easter, I'm presuming?
I could not tell you, to be honest, because obviously we've still got varsity to play. Still got varsity to play.
Okay.
But, I feel like we'll find out after varsity.
Well, I'm sure when we do find out.
Storm Awards evening.
Oh.
We might know. I'm going to try and get.
Is that the Friday?
That is a Friday.
3 days after varsity.
And obviously, Bix Williams and Thomas Charnock are obviously invited because, you know, big helpers with the Salford Storm they are.
I might not be able to make it.
Charnock.
I'm flying out the next day in the morning, and
where?
I need to on the Salford snow trip.
On the Salford snow trip,
and I may be having to go back to Formby before to have my passport and get a lift.
Okay, don't worry, we'll all have a drink in your name. Don't worry, mate.
I think I might need to print out a little picture of me, and we're going to sit it on a little chair.
Stick it on a chair. No, we'll FaceTime you on an iPad.
Oh, absolutely! That's brilliant. FaceTime me on an iPad, and I'll get pissed when I'm there.
Yeah, sitting at your own.
Yeah, which is a great idea. Right before, I think, 6 o'clock in the morning flight.
Yeah, perfect. Do you never go to the airport spoons and have a pint before you fly? I went to Scotland one time and it was like 5 a.m. my flight and I sank 2 pints before my flight.
I don't really drink when I'm flying. Well, I don't drink when I'm flying. Funny enough, I've never actually been on holiday without my family.
Have you not?
So this is my first ever solo travelling. Charnock hits Europe. Could be dangerous.
Fair. I mean, the last time I was in Europe on my own was not a good time.
Oh!
Massive tackle by Bethima and Haroon. Haroon not even stopping the tackle after the whistle's gone. he just wants to not even, like, I wouldn't say kill, but hit hard.
I mean, that was like a WWE takedown there.
Exactly.
Flip them over, really showing the dominance of Storm and telling Bangor, I don't care what you think you could do, but the Storm is conquering today.
Exactly that. And I'm pretty sure that is half time.
Brilliant. Well, we'll bring back some more information about the team talk, hopefully, after half time.
Catch you then. And we are back for the second half of Salford Storm versus Bangor Mud Dogs. Ben Godfrey breaking through tackles there.
Oh, the push here straight after half time. You can see there's been some incredible words shared by both coaches on the sidelines. Oh, sorry, you actually got to go back inside to your locker room.
Yep. We got nice and warm under the heaters for a bit, but now it's time for the second half. The second half is now a rolling clock, which basically means that there won't be any quarters, won't be any stoppages now. The clock will just keep running consistently for the next 30 minutes.
Which, of course, is designed to help reduce the length of the game. Because obviously, if we're stopping and starting, the game will go on longer.
And Kelly again going out to the wide right. Took ages to tackle him, nearly getting the first down there. Of course. Side judges said that he's about 3 yards off. I mean, I feel like he got a bit closer than that, but I mean, the ref is the ref. We'll let them ref how they want to ref.
I mean, it's quite unfortunate. We're not in a Bucks game, so when you're in a Bucks game, you can actually send in the video footage, I believe, for analysis.
Exactly.
If there's several calls that you think could have affected the outcome of the game.
Kelly bounced out wide left, still running, breaks one tackle, jukes one.
Incredible.
Great moves by Kelly right there.
That little juke there. The finesse. The skill.
Him.
Absolutely.
Ankle breakers is all it is. Ankle breakers. He literally looks like he's in a video game right there. Flicking the right stick about like it's Madden.
He pressed X, he pressed Y, he dodged, he moved, he did a little flip. I'm sure he was in third person mode, seeing those guys fall onto the pitch, going, ha ha ha.
He's controlling all the blockers in front of him and everything.
Absolutely.
It's a great time. Absolutely loving it here. Even though the weather's horrible, absolutely having a great time. And James, the running back's on the field, new quarterback in as well for this half.
So can you tell us what was said at half time? Do you remember what the coaches...
Bangor Mud Dogs, tackle for loss. It was just a lot of, you're doing the right job. I mean, for the defensive side, I don't really know. I feel like a lot of it was about missed tackles. Making sure that we're more consistent on tackling.
That's why you did the extra... Why the defence did an extra lap.
That's why the defence did a lap, I'm pretty sure. But for the offence, it was just, you're doing the job now. Just be consistent, score points every drive. You can do it one drive, why can't you do it the next?
Absolutely. And
because Kelly bounced it out right again. Broken another one, broken a second, taking two people to take him down, and technically he's still not even on the ground there. If he stood up there, he could have kept going.
That would have been incredible to see.
That would have been absolutely incredible to see. That would have been an amazing play. But, I mean, the Salford offence seemed to just be firing on all cylinders at the moment.
That half-time was very much needed. And, oh my God, it's paying off already.
Clearly
on the distance that we have now moved.
Exactly that. It's been... I feel like the team talk, whatever was said in the locker room, has really worked out for this Salford offence. Everyone's taken it in their own stride, and they've listened, it worked, and now look, driving up the field, yard by yard, first down by first down. I feel like Salford are on a very good run here to maybe even score another touchdown.
I'm hoping so, and you're looking in a very strong position to win the game, which I keep saying it, but it would be incredible. Absolutely incredible to see.
It would be absolutely incredible to see a Salford Storm win. First one in history, could be happening. after this half.
And of course, away, which is insane. You go to...
That's Cole running through people, driving his feet, and then taken down. That's an amazing run by Cole right there.
Oh, Bangor, a Bucks team.
They used to be a Bucks team, and then they kind of just declined in their skills, and then they, at 1 year, didn't have the players to support a team. So they got kicked out of Bucks, and then they're on the same kind of journey as us, trying to get into Bucks.
So a formerly Bucks affiliated team, you could potentially be beating them here, which would be incredible.
Exactly.
Obviously, Salford Storm. When were we founded? We were quite
Broken
fresh.
a tackle, Kelly. We were founded in 2017.
Wow, very recently.
Yeah, founded in 2017. Used to be a team that just was to watch American football games, not even a sports team.
Oh, wow.
And then there was a year where they just kind of went, oh, should we make a team? And then they made a team. And now we're here.
Incredible. I mean, I guess
I've only been here for 2 years, so I can't really say much else in the story, you know.
It would be nice if we can track down some of the founders.
Some of the founders was, our head coach was one of the originals.
Really?
Yeah.
Coach Aaron?
Coach Aaron is one of the original Salford Storms players.
Oh, this is great to learn. Wow.
Yeah, so one of the main reasons we took him in was because we obviously played for this team before, and you know he's a good kicker. You know, I mean, when Coach Aaron watches this, he is a certified bench warmer because he's a kicker. So that's just a little thing for him. You know, he is a bench warmer. However, he's an amazing bench warmer. You know, an amazing coach. We all love him to bits here, and he works hard. He really does.
You can see the hours he's put in with your team.
Yeah.
It's
Patience
incredible
by
to
Kelly
see.
there, by the way, to make a move up the inside, and the offense trying to drive him again. I mean, the whistles went. I don't know what the Bangor player's doing. He looks a bit dumb there.
I think he is pretending that he didn't hear the whistle. I mean, we certainly heard the whistle.
We definitely heard the whistle. Everyone else heard the whistle. So, yeah, but he used to be a Salford Storm player, and it's been a great season for him this year, and we've loved having him on board. But yeah, he's obviously got a lot of love for this team, and you can see it. You've seen it previously. You've seen it when he played for us. I mean, I didn't, but people said that he has a lot of passion, and he's obviously got a lot of passion now, and it's nice to have him back.
Absolutely.
You know, and I think he's happy to be back.
And it is nice to see that with Salford Sports here, we are immortalising every game that you guys play, and hopefully every game that goes forward, we'll be able to bring you the footage for years to come to watch.
Exactly. Oh my goodness! Cole Richardson with an amazing run, breaking a tackle, scoring his first ever touchdown in his American football career.
Incredible! First ever in his American football career. That's
I have never
books are being rewritten today.
I have never been so proud of that man. Honestly, stood on that sideline, I actually started tearing up. I've seen how far he's came as a rookie. Never played the sport before until this year, and scored a touchdown for the Storm before I even have, and I'm happy to see it personally. It's great to see his development, and you know it makes me very happy to see this man do great things.
And it's also Salford Storms is a family, and it's nice to see
Kelly up the middle, and that's the 2-point conversion as well.
Incredible!
That is some absolute amazing moves by everyone in the Salford Storm there, rifling on every single cylinder right there.
Absolutely incredible there from all of the team. And what I was saying earlier about the family of Salford Storm, you guys, you've been through hard times together, you've been through good times together, and it's incredible to see the units that you are, and you bring that onto the pitch. You can see that you're a great family and a great team with the cohesion that you need to really perform well on the pitch.
I mean, honestly, you see it all the time now. Like, I mean, this team, I don't know what it is about it, but everyone has so much love for each other. Whether you play on the offense or the defense, I mean, yeah, we have our odd little tiffs, you know. We all play different sides of the ball. We all play different positions. Everyone's battling against each other. But at the end of the day, like, we're all a big family. And when it comes to game days like this, it all comes down to we're a family. We win this as a team. We don't win this as individuals, you know. Bangor taking their time here on the huddle. You know, hopefully maybe making some adjustments, making some nice plays. Let's see if they can score another this drive. Line up, snap taken. Taken by the running back, straight at the B gap, and Derek and Alex are straight in on that one. Alex going low, Derek going high. It reminds me of I mean, this is more of just an NFL reference, but it reminds me of what was it? I forget his name now. It's Ray Lewis and someone else. Something Reed.
I'd like to help, but unfortunately, I don't have the NFL knowledge at all. Tom Brady?
Times, no, not Tom Brady. Definitely not Tom Brady. But basically, two amazing Baltimore Ravens players. One used to hit low, one used to hit high, and it used to make people never want to go near him again after they got hit. They used to hit that hard. Yeah, at the same time, one went low, one went high, and it used to hurt.
That is incredible skill to pull that off.
Yeah, running back tries to take it up the middle of his O line, and clearly just doesn't get that far. Salford Storms straight on it again. The consistency is key. Derek seems to be going for it here. Seems to be going for the blitzes, seems to be getting a lot of tackles. This half is very, very detrimental to Bangor Mud Dogs to be able to pull this game back in hand for themselves.
Of course, we are in a rolling clock, but we do have another quarter to play after this.
Yes, we do. I don't fully know if they're going to change sides of the ball. And the running back gets stopped right in the backfield, tricked the cameraman and everything. Stopped in the backfield. The Salford Storm defence, they must have got told to not miss some tackles, and they clearly have not missed any tackles since.
Absolutely. I mean, as you commented there, even the cameraman, I got juked there.
We all thought the run was going further up, even myself who was on the sideline watching it happen.
It does impress me with the unpredictability of some of the players, in a good way, of course, being able to mess up with the other team.
100%. But the Bangor Mud Dogs, again, lining up here. Let's see what they can do. Taking a while on the snap. Seeing if the defence will jump. Fumble. Snap. Hit. Taken. Fumble. Recovered by... I'm pretty sure there was a flag thrown. I did hear a whistle go a little early.
I did hear a whistle as well. I think no one really knows what's happened.
No one really knows what's happening here. Seems to be a lot of confusion.
We also should mention, you are wearing the red and black, which is Salford Uni colours, but not actually Salford Storm colours. Can you tell us what is this kit that you're wearing?
Give me 2 seconds.
Sorry.
I'm pretty sure one of their coaches has just called one of our players the C word.
Oh yes, he should be sent off for that.
He should be sent off. The ref's having some words with him, but I'm pretty sure our team give number 24 Haroon there some wise words of whatever anger that man has just caused you, take it out on every single Bangor Mud Dogs player. That's what he should definitely do.
Put it into the game. I mean,
Exactly.
That's terrible to see, though, that on a friendly game, of all things, the coach is calling uni students nasty words.
Exactly. I mean, it's not really expected, to be honest, especially off one of their coaches, you know. I understand tensions get high, but, I mean, there's limits, you get what I mean? There's limits.
I mean, I'm completely fine with players on the pitch swearing, as long as they're not swearing like intentionally to insult someone.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's obviously tensions are high, coaches get thingy, but I mean, I think the Salford Storm offense is now coming on the field. I think the defense just turned it over and downs, which is amazing to see off the Salford Storm.
Is that coach still on the pitch, or has he been sent off?
He hasn't been sent off. And wait, we have just got an update off the injured player Will from earlier off the Salford Storm.
Of course.
He's just messed up his shoulder a bit. He won't be able to return for the rest of the game.
But hopefully he'll return for his game against DMU.
Hopefully he'll return for his game against DMU. That will be more information coming in the next game. We'll see if he's playing, we'll see if he's not. But it'll be lovely to see him back on the field at some point soon.
Of course, also let us know, DMU, how did that get sorted?
So, DMU, fun little story. So I've got a friend who I grew up with playing American football. And he texted me saying, do you want the smoke? And we basically went, we'll have the smoke. And that's how games get organised. I mean, I'm excited for Bucks next year. If we get in, it'll be a good time. But the Salford Storm offense are now lining up. So see what set they come out with. They've ran the ball a lot this game. Let's see if they continue with that. It seems to be working. The snap is taken straight to Kelly, and he goes straight round, right down the right sideline. stiff arms one, taking 5 people to tackle him, and now he's just finally hit the ground. An amazing, amazing run again by Kelly. He deserves the MVP after this game. I feel like if he didn't, it would be horrible. I feel like he deserves every bit of whatever he's getting today.
So who are your MPVs so far?
My MVP at the moment, defensively, is Alex Staples. You know, having a great game. Got a pick first, like one of the first plays, making sacks, tackles for losses, everything. Broken a tackle, Kelly. Oh, and then luckily gets caught in the backfield there. The blocks just didn't hold up well enough there. Salford Storm needs to stay consistent here.
It did take 3 players to take him down, so I give him props for that.
It did take a lot of players. But yeah, defensively, I'd say Alex Staples is definitely a big MVP on me. And I'd say overall MVP is Kelly. He's been blocking hard, running hard, everything. And I'd say the offensive MVP's got to be the centre, Matt. You know, he's been snapping the ball while it's wet. You know, it's hard. You know,
incredibly hard. I can't even catch a rugby ball when it's completely dry.
Yeah.
So doing it in this kind of weather is absolutely commendable.
Cole straight at the middle. Stiff arms a man. Drops his shoulder. Cole on an amazing half here. Cole seems to be just absolutely running riot through this Bangor defence now. I think the Bangor defence is starting to show a lot of levels of fatigue here. Salford Storm offence on the field still. Having a great time, this Salford Storm offence.
Absolutely. Commendable. Especially with how they've transformed themselves from the Nottingham game, where we unfortunately didn't score any touchdowns.
Yeah, it was quite unfortunate for Salford there, but I mean, it was a game against a very, very great team that's been around for years.
Incredibly well-established Bucks team.
Oh, very well-established.
And I believe we were playing their seconds, but there was a few firsts sprinkled in there.
No, it was their thirds we were playing with a few seconds sprinkled in. A lot of players that don't really ever get game time was who we were playing against. Snap's taken by Kelly, ran to the right, Dukes one, and just gets held up by another player. Unlucky for him there. But, I mean, yeah, Nottingham was a hard game, but this just seems that the Storm has really taken over here. But it seems to be a turnover on downs now. The defence back on the field.
Absolutely.
Not long left of the game either. Salford Storm looking like they could come home with their first ever win.
So far, it looks absolutely incredible. I mean, if this continues, it's the first win. And then, potentially, you could be bringing this incredible energy over to DMU as well.
Hopefully we can bring the same energy to DMU.
In 2 weeks, I believe.
100%. In about, two-ish weeks. Going up to March. It'll be a good game.
I'll make sure me and Bix are woken up early and prep for that.
Yeah. We'll make sure both of you are there again. It'll be a good time.
Absolutely.
It'll be really nice and sunny as well.
Oh, absolutely. And it's quite nice when you're there with your mate. It's really, really nice. And obviously you guys are so inviting on the coach. And, of course, I should mention, you guys do buses there. You brought us to Nottingham. You brought us to Bangor. And hopefully you'll bring us to DMU.
That Alex Staples in again, or is that Joe Crane?
Bit of a maul there. So what's the actual American football term?
What? I don't actually. There's not really any. It's a maul. It
is a maul. Okay.
I don't really know, to be honest. It's just driving they just call driving the pile, but maul just sounds nicer. Makes more sense to a lot of the viewers as well.
Absolutely.
I feel. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Alex Staples in again for another tackle for loss. He's just having an absolute game on defense. Honestly.
So we've learned a bit of history about Salford. So we learned a bit about the game. When did we actually get the name Salford Storm?
I can't remember. I know it wasn't originally called the Salford Storm.
Yeah, I'm presuming it was American Football Society, like watching society.
No, it was called the Salford something else. I'm pretty sure before the Storm.
Were we Lions or something with our mascot? I think there was a mascot a while ago.
I can't fully remember, to be honest. But I'm pretty sure I got told that we were like the Salford something else, and then they changed it to the Salford Storm. But I'm glad we changed it to the Salford Storm. It's a cool, badass name.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a badass name for a badass team, putting up some badass points, tackling people like badasses.
Absolutely.
We just love ass.
And you've even got these incredible... Guys, I'm sorry. We've also got some incredible commentators who are quite badass as well, I would say.
Yeah, especially Mr. Charnock over here, plays for the rugby league team. You know, the Bangor Mud Dogs have a nice one, and absolutely eaten alive by Alex and Oliver Wildman.
Someone's been watching Lord of the Rings because you shall not pass.
I love that analogy. That is a great way to put it.
I might be using a bit more of that actually.
We should definitely use that a lot more. We got a few Lord of the Rings fans on our team as well.
Oh, do we?
Number 12, Carter Wallace.
I will be very honest with you, and don't judge me
Never
too
watched
much.
it.
Never watched it.
Neither have I.
But we know the memes.
But we know the memes.
We know the memes.
Know the memes.
Absolutely.
That's all that matters.
Harry Potter, Star Wars, Marvel. That's where my heart.
I only
is
watched
in.
Harry Potter once through, to be honest. It was only like this year I've ever watched it.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, ripe old age of 19. But yeah, Marvel's my sort of thing. Oh, the jet sweep stopped in the backfield by Elliot Hutchison. And it's fumbled number 40 for the Bangor Mud Dogs, who's gathered it for them.
They've lost some distance there.
I lost a lot of distance there.
Could there be another touchdown before the end of the game?
There could maybe be another touchdown before the end of the game because the Salford Storm offense seems to be coming back on the field now.
It's incredibly close. Sorry, not overall.
No,
But right now, it feels very nail-bitey.
feels quite nail-biting, yes. I mean, it's quite back and forth at the moment in this second half. Not many points scored, but hopefully we can watch Salford Storm score some more points and just put this game further out of reach for the Bangor Mud Dogs.
Absolutely. It's such an incredible match so far. Thank you for joining us for the match. And of course, thank you for bringing us to Bangor. I really do enjoy the weather here.
Such lovely weather.
It's so great, so great.
Can I just make a lovely point? We have young Bambus on the field.
Bambi!
Bambi's on the field, exactly. We love Bambi.
We do love Bambi.
We do love Bambi. Everyone loves Bambi. Number 5 on the field. Booty of a king on that man. What can I say? But yeah, you know, just leaving a few little bits in there, you know, for Bambus.
Yeah.
We left one in there for Coach Aaron. We left one in there for Carter. No, we mentioned Evan earlier in the game.
We've given Bix
A
a
lot of
little
Alex-
nudge, which I'm sure
Bix a little nudge.
will make a little bit more sense after the DMU game is played.
Oh, missed block by Cole there, but it's great. Number 11, Kelly, has just absolutely taken it. It is quite confusing. We have 2 Kellys on the team. But
Kelly and Kelly, what other nicknames? Have you got any different nicknames for
we've
them?
just got American Kelly and normal Kelly. That's normally how we put it. But realistically, you know, we know who we're talking about when they're watching the game film.
Oh, you should be like Kelly and Kelly.
Kelly and Kelly.
Yeah.
So we're using the American accent for American Kelly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's great.
Inventive.
I think that's great. Or you could go really posh for like English
Kelly.
Kelly
and
Kelly.
No, Kelly and Kelly.
Absolutely. And some breakthrough from the
Speaking about
Storm.
Kelly breaking through.
Incredible. They are not taking any breaks in this match.
The offense hyping him up. He's walking with some absolute swagger right there.
Absolutely. Incredible swagger.
He's got swagger, he's got style, and it's all about that in this sport sometimes, you know. Look good, play good, and clearly the Salford Storm, everyone is clearly looking good.
Absolutely. We've also got KR Photography just on our left, who's getting some incredible pictures of you guys. And a photography student, of course, they're coming to see the swagger of the Storm.
Photography students have to come see that swagger. I mean, Cole takes up the A-gap. I thought he was still going there personally, but he gets tackled a few yards over the line of scrimmage. Cole also having a great game for the running backs. You know, running backs again firing on all cylinders here, working hard, especially in this wet weather. You know, the workhorses of this game. But the O-line are just working twice as hard. They've obviously got to move those big men.
Incredible.
It is incredible, to be honest, to see. Salford Storm taking their time here, maybe just catching a breather. Plays called in, I believe. Salford Storm lining up now. Do we think they could be running again like they have all game? A lovely motion here. Blocked by James. And this is Sam Brownlow.
Coming on the wing.
Coming right down the left wing. Breaking out of a tackle and still going. Fighting for those yards.
Incredible strength shown by them there.
And to be honest, a little bit of information for you. He will be commentating the men's volleyball varsity he shall be.
Incredible.
He will.
That'll be great to see. You'll definitely have to tune in. I believe that isn't on Salford Sports. That
This
is on Shock.
But it's lovely to see a lot of our Salford Storm players branching out into doing other things. It doesn't have to be just Salford Sports. It could be loads of other things as well.
Definitely, and something to also mention. We may be in sports societies, we may be doing all sorts, but there's quite a diversity in courses.
100%.
Like you yourself, film and TV, I believe.
TV, yeah. Film and TV.
I wouldn't have picked the head. If you told me picture the captains of the American football team, and you told me, oh, they do film and TV instead of, I don't know, like
sports.
Yeah, because classic American kind of high school thoughts is what I thought American football and most sports societies would be like.
Yeah, like that looks like it's a false start on the offense from Bangor there. Great reaction time by Dennis there though. Dennis has had a lot of work done with him recently, and he's been working hard, and you can clearly see it this game. He's worked hard, he's played hard, and you can't ask much more from him. He's had an amazing game.
I'm sure you guys will be celebrating hard tonight. There's some beers on the bus.
I feel like there could be a few beers on the bus. If we come out with this win, which it's looking that way, it's going to be great. But number 69 right there, funny number first of all.
Yeah.
But second of all,
funny.
Evan Rochester. Played for us last year in flag. Played tight end.
Did he choose that number then?
He did choose that number.
Props to you, man. Props to you.
We love a bit of comedy within Salford Storm, and just the D line again on that tackle, straight on him. It's just a great move. I'm pretty sure it's number 92 Timmett in there. But you know what Evan calls the D line? He calls them the big backs, and you know why? He's got big batties.
Big backs.
That's literally it.
Fair enough.
The big backs. But again, it's all love. It's all love from this defense. All love from this offense. This Bangor team just can't seem to be getting the workhorse going now. It just seems that they're getting tired, and I think they're just trying to end this game off with the minimal injuries and just try and have a good time.
I mean, we're so close. The whistle could be blown at any moment here.
The game is close to finishing. Let's attack in the backfield.
Is that it?
And that is the game
called!
That is Salford Storm's first ever win. You can see the happiness on everyone's face.
That is absolutely incredible. Thank you for bringing us here and watching and listening to the journey with us, guys. It's incredible to see.
It is incredible to see. You can see the happiness from every player on the field, and hopefully the camera pans to the sideline. Everyone is so happy.
I mean, today...
There's tears. There's tears on this sideline. There is smiles everywhere to be seen. You just can't think it.
Today, mark your history books, the 23rd of February in Bangor. Our first ever win away against a formerly established Bucks team. That's just incredible.
That is just absolutely incredible to see. It is an amazing game, and it is one for the Bucks, for Salford Storm. So hyped up. They're so happy to see a win. The quarterback and the running back hugging each other. Tears. You can see it from here. You can hear it from here. They're all so happy to have a win. And it's just amazing to see.
They absolutely deserve it. They really do. And you can see here the line of them shaking the hands of the opponents. It's incredibly nice to see after such an intense game. All players kept their heads. The coaches could be talked about otherwise, but all players have kept their heads, and the sportsmanship here is absolutely incredible.
It is absolutely incredible. It was a great game against the Bangor Mud Dogs, and it'll be lovely to play them again at some point in the future. But for the Salford Storm's first ever win, it's amazing to see.
And thank you very much from Thomas and Ben. Signing off. Join us next time.
See you later. Bye. Listen, I'm
proud of each and every single one of you motherfuckers. We've worked hard to be here. Yeah, I'm fucking tearful. Yeah, come on, I'm so proud of these of yous, all of you. Let's begin. Start on me. Start on 3. 1, 2, 3. Everyone, bring it in. Pass for the stretch. Listen carefully, listen up. Okay, 3 cheers for the crowd. Hip hip! 3 cheers for Bangor Mud Dogs. Hip hip! 3 cheers for your coaches. Hip hip! 3 cheers for your fucking selves. You fucking earned that today. You earned that today. That was incredible. And girls. We're inclusive. And girls. Thank you, coaches. Thank you, coaches. Wait, where's the head coach? Guys, everyone in. Said it all year, yeah, said it all year. Execution, that's all today was about. First half was not our best. Second half, defence, unfucking believable. I'm so proud of every single fucking player. I knew it! I composed myself. I'm so proud. Worked fucking hard, yeah? From the fucking cold nights in December when it was snowing, we had 10 people at practice. And now, we're back, yeah? This is the start of fucking something special. First win, I'm so fucking proud. Defence, unbelievable. Offence, unbelievable performance from every single one, yeah? O-line, I've got no words. We had 6 fucking players. Start to finish, in the cold, the wet, you dominated, yeah? That's how we fucking win. I'm so fucking proud. I want to thank the coaches. I want to thank Ben, the committee. Without them, any of the coaches coming down every week, giving their free time, this ain't possible. Yeah? Thank you, coaches. Yeah. Let's go! This is just the fucking start, guys. I promise you that right now. Yeah? We've got a 3-year plan. This is the first step in that, yeah? We've got our first win. Next, we make it into Bucks. Then we dominate in Bucks. Simple as. Let's go! How are we fucking feeling? Let's go, bring it in. On you, coach. Okay, let's make it the loudest one of the year, guys. I fucking love you all. Start on me. Start on 3. 1, 2, 3. One, team, picture.
Do someone please tell me.
Salford Sport TV. That's got to feel like a big one. The first ever win in the Storms' history. Ben, it's been such a long journey. I saw it from you, I saw it from everyone else. You guys deserve it today. How do you feel?
It's been amazing, honestly. It's from 15 people last year to just come play some flag football to full contact today is just amazing. I'm going to have a little breakdown after this, have a little cry, but honestly, it's amazing, and thank you guys for coming down and to all the support, obviously, that came down to watch us. It's been a journey, but we've made it. Me and my committee have made it. Me and the coach have made it. Everyone's made it, and we've made it into something great, and look at what we could do today.
Yeah, something I'd just like to touch on, going forwards, of course, no touchdowns against Nottingham. A good handful today. You've got to be happy with how your team played. Yeah, honestly, the change up on the offense today really happened, and obviously the defense always step up, but the offense really changed how they work today, and it's always just been it's just immense. I don't know, I don't have many more words, but honestly, it's been amazing. Thank you. I'll give you one more. So, you've got the win ticked off. There you go. What is next for the Salford Storm?
Next is hopefully a win against DMU. DMU Lions, they text me personally and said, do you want the smoke? And we said, yeah, we'll have the fucking smoke. Sorry, I shouldn't have sworn, but it's fine. As a Salford Sports TV man myself, I shouldn't be swearing, but it's okay. Thank you so much, Bix. Thank you, Mr. Charnock. The Charnock aura was here, I feel. The Charnock aura really brought it through. Thank you, Mr. Charnock. Thank you, Bix.
Thank you. Salford Sport TV. That is a massive one, isn't it? It's a very emotional one as well, but it's the first win in the Storms' history. How good does that feel?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I think I can speak for myself and all the players and coaches that today is by far the best day for Salford Storm. 8 years the team's existed, first ever win in contact. I couldn't be prouder of every single player, every single coach. And this is just the beginning. We're hoping that this is kind of drives us on into Bucks next year. Many more victories to come. Fingers crossed.
When coming here, it would have been so easy for the lads, taking the long journey to Bangor with the conditions that they've been in. The way they've played today, with the tenacity, the energy, it's got to be something you're so happy with.
Yeah, I mean, it's perfect weather, obviously. 60-mile-an-hour winds and, non-stop rain, but yeah, like you say, the performances, the grit, the determination, the O-line especially. We had six players come down on O-line today, and they played every single snap pretty much. We ran the ball better than we've ever done. It was our best performance despite the conditions, and that's all you can hope for, is to ask the guys to step up, and they did that today, and I couldn't be prouder of them.
I asked Ben this, and I'll ask you as well. They've got the win ticked off. What is next for the Storm?
So next we've got next game will be DMU in 2 weeks. Obviously a really tough test. They're an established Bucks team. We'll be travelling to Leicester to play those guys, and then we have varsity at the end of March, which will be hopefully another good test for us. Hopefully come away with another win. Obviously it's always a heated game against Chester, as everyone knows. So that'll be a good day. We're hoping to bring back the W there, and then like I said, next year, fingers crossed, we make it into Bucks and establish ourselves in Division 2, and hopefully push for promotion from there.
I'm sure there's lots you want to say to that team, so we'll let you scoot off. Thank you very much, all the best.
Start on me! Start on 3! 1, 2!